I notice a lot of women are single these days as well, and it's because they think men are not good enough for them. No matter what they have, no matter how good their heart is, they feel like they are better than the men that are around them. Meanwhile, they are the weaker vessel. They're the survivalists. Men are providers. Even when you have them and you're providing good for them, eventually they're not going to be happy. And she can divorce you easily, right? And take half your money, even your pension, your house that you built, that you worked hard for, your blood, sweat, and tears. They can take it easily. And they know this. Is that right? I don't think that's the right thing to do. I don't think they should be able to take anything from you. A man, right? Even if you sign a prenuptial agreement, all they gotta say is in duress, right? She signed it in duress. And then the prenuptial goes out the window, into the toilet, into the sewer, just like your relationship and where she actually belonged in the first place. And that's probably where you took her out of from, right? You took her out of the gutter anyway, didn't you? She had nothing when you met her. Just a hole with hair, right? She has a little moneymaker that you like, that you need, you think you want it so much, but you get kind of tired of it anyway. And that's the thing, they get tired of you as well. And that's the whole problem. They're never going to be happy. You can't keep them happy. You got to keep them home pregnant. You ever notice how some guys, they have like 5 kids, 10 kids. Why? Because they got to keep that woman home barefoot and pregnant. And then they can trust them, right? To stay home. But as soon as they let them out, what happens? They're single and mingling, right? Oh, there's no more virgins anymore. They've all been with how many bodies now? Right? How many? You know, if they tell you 10, that means 30. Or more. Really? Does that make you feel good to marry a woman like that? I married a woman that was with I don't even know how many. This is a long time ago when I was young, and I already knew she was a 304 and even worse than that. But I was during the lifestyle, and she was good looking and everything, so that's why I was just attracted to her when I was young. And you know, meanwhile she was just a liar. She was a fake. And she had kids even after me, another kid with some other guy. So she's got like 3 different kids with 3 different fathers, right? She even cheated on her husband that she got married with later. So once a cheat, always a cheat. There's no denying that. There's only a few loyal ones out there, and hopefully you get one. I hope I had one in the past, but you never know, right? You never know. And when you leave them, guess what happens? When you really leave them, okay? Because they'll leave you easily. Easily. If they're not happy, I'm leaving. Right? As soon as you leave them, guess what happens? They'll call you and call you and call you and call you and call you. They'll stalk you too. I even had one ex that was stalking me big time. Calling me up. I had a new girlfriend and she kept calling me, and my ex-girlfriend that I was with at the time, she thought I was cheating on her because this one's calling me. I blocked the number. She would use different numbers all the time to get a hold of me. Sent me pictures of her crotch and everything. Calling me a coward for not being with her anymore. Oh, come, we're gonna get married, and man, whatever. Meanwhile, I was over there a long time ago, even before I met my girlfriend at the time, and she was like, "You're interrupting my day," and I was like, "Bye," and I left right there. Then I started talking to other women at the time, and then I met another woman, and we hit it off pretty well right away. But nothing lasts forever, right? People change all the time. And once they're not happy, they're looking for something different. Everybody's different, but everybody's the same. We're all just here trying to survive. You know, we all got a heart. We all got the hole in the heart. We want to fill it. How do you do that? Sometimes being by yourself is better, and sometimes it's not. I love being with women all the time. I hung out with them all the time. Would you rather hang out with a woman or a guy, right? I'd rather hang out with a woman. Obviously. You know? To a point, but you get tired of them as well. And you just gotta have your own space. And when you live with a woman, you can't have your own space. That's her space. If you don't think so, she'll show you pretty quick, right, that that's her space. There's even women that'll lie and say that you slapped them when you didn't even do it. He threatened me. Right? They lie. You don't think they don't lie? You know how many women lie? Accuse men of things? You gotta know right away the situation you're in with these women. Right? If they've been with 10 guys, do you really want that? No. Even if they've been with one guy, you really don't want that either, do you? Because you're going to see the guy, eventually you're going to hear about him or anything like that. She's always going to compare you to him. He used to do that. Then why weren't you with him still? Because you weren't happy, so you move on to someone else. And then you move on and on and on. That's all they do. You can't keep them happy. You can't. You can give them everything you have. You can work so hard for them, right? You can try to make everything work. Make everything work because you're hoping that it will get better or go back to the way it was at the beginning. Meanwhile, at the beginning is when it's the best, but then it changes, doesn't it? Did you change? No, they changed. Once they change, that's it. You got to notice that. But men, they're more committed than women, so we kind of hold on longer because hoping it's going to come back to the normalness again. But it never does. You know, I've had women, they just try to hold out sex from you now, right? Like that's their power. You know? That's what they try to do. They think that's the power. They think they have a power over you. Just be like, I've been inside, honey. I don't even care. Whatever. You know? Sometimes you just get rag pussy, don't you? You know, isn't that funny? They hold it from you. Sex. Why? Remember how they used to go... Remember that they used to do it really good at for you? Remember that? Every time you'd just be in a car and, oh, they just start sucking you, right? Real good and everything, right? They try to show you how good they are in it all, right? You know? But that stops, doesn't it? And usually when they're getting married, they all gain weight, don't they? When you notice a single woman, she gets skinny, right? As soon as she's with a man after a while, she puts on that 20 pounds again, doesn't she? She starts eating as much as you. Or more. And you can't say anything, right? You can't say anything to them. Or you're, oh, that's it. He said, you think I'm fat? Okay, I'm not happy. And then you got to get divorced, right? She's going to divorce you. Most divorces are from women, aren't they? You know? I divorced my wife, actually. My ex-wife, I divorced her. I exed that because I got away from her and it was like, all my friends used to say, she's like nothing, man. She's no good. NG, right? My friends used to say, oh, you got a good heart, man. They would tell me things that you women try to tell other women, right? You deserve better. You deserve better than him. What do you deserve? Why? Are you gonna have kids? You know, are you in your 30s and you're gonna have kids? I had another woman that I was with before, and she wanted kids when she was like over 36 years old, 38 years old. Do you think I want that? No, I don't. You think I want a screaming kid when I'm over 35 years old? I already had that in my 20s, my early 20s. That's what they all want eventually. I'm 35 now, my biological clock is ticking. It's already gone. You know, the rates of autism are really high now, aren't they? Because, why? Because most people are having kids when they're older now, aren't they? Pump them up with stuff like that. Oh, whatever. They're all fake. You know, if you're really gonna go get them, it's better just to be with them for a couple weeks and move on and just social media, go be a car fucker like them, right? But that gets old too. And all the diseases nowadays, man, you gotta watch it, right? Make sure you protect yourselves. You know, double wrap it. And then what? It's not even, you don't even get no feeling anymore, right? Anyways, it's hard to find one that's never been with anybody that you don't get anything on you, right? Is your woman cheating on you right now? Women, is your man cheating on you? If he is, it's because you're not giving it to him anymore. Right? If he ain't screwing you, he's screwing someone else, right? And chances are, if he's not kissing you anymore, he doesn't love you anymore because you wronged him. Okay? Kissing is intimate. Right? If he's just bending you over all the time, he's just tired of it, right? He's just pulling out and doing it on your back. Like, that's what you get, you know? Hold that ashtray on that back, honey. You know what I mean? Guys, have you ever pissed in a chick? You ain't a man till you piss in a chick. Till you piss in a bitch.